I know what I'm talking about. 3 in the morning, tryna lay up in this bitch. Crank.
Texas talking about episode 4, you know what I'm saying? Let me say this before I get started. I talked to AO yesterday, man. Real deep conversation. Shout out to that man. Shout out to No Negative News November. Shout out to all his channels. The Big Facts Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Please go over there and subscribe, my nigga. I'm telling you, missing so much information. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to him yesterday, and I'm gonna try to keep this channel. Well, I'm gonna try to keep this section strictly Texas thing. You know, today we talking about Swishahouse versus Screwed Up Click, and it ain't no who's better. I'm just gonna break down the differences. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know Screw started it. You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody goes above Screw when it comes to chopping and slowing down, pitching and mixing on. Nobody comes over Screw. So I'm gonna do a part two. Part 2 gonna come out later, probably today. Cause my phone, I gotta make some space on here or whatever. So, all right, let's put it like this: Screwed Up Click, from my knowledge, because keep in mind, I'm not from Houston, never lived in Houston, so this is strictly gonna be off of my perception on their music. I'm not gonna speak on the North and the South. I'm not gonna speak on that because I wasn't there for that. You know what I'm saying? And it hit. I think we got it a little late. I could be wrong, because keep in mind, I'm born '96, so I'm going off my experience of hearing Screw and hearing Swishahouse. But damn, that's crazy too, because that's gonna get deep. So, Screwed Up Click. First time I heard Screwed Up Click, DJ Screw. I didn't hear DJ Screw till like really just hearing DJ Screw until I was in high school. But I knew Big Mo. I remember I was in the car seat as a kid, and I was at the club one night. That come on the radio. Mama knew, like, I was at the club one night. That shit was hard, nigga. Like, that shit was hard. It was some player shit. Like, that gangster persona shit really wasn't that at that time. Keep in mind, from my experience, I'm just seeing a whole bunch of player shit, a whole bunch of candy on cars, a whole bunch of diamonds, a whole bunch of gator shoes, a whole bunch of what's some pants everybody was wearing? Damn, I can't think of it. But you know, just it was a different time. Everybody getting money, everybody nice women around here and everything. So Screwed Up Click, Lil Kiki, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, yeah, I'm gonna have to go deep on this video. I'm gonna have to do a part 2. But we're just gonna sum it up. Swishahouse impact to the world versus, well, I don't wanna say versus, fuck that. Swishahouse impact, cause that BET when Still Tipping came out, bro. Like, keep in mind, from Texas, so I heard the Still Tipping with just Slim Thug and Paul Wall. Like, that's a whole nother beat. You know what I'm saying? Go do your research. I might put the link in the description, matter of fact, just so y'all can see the original version. And ain't no knock to it, because that violin on that hoe, nigga, you could play that song any time. This shit never gets old. And you know, that's a constant debate on who had the best verse on that hoe. Because for me, it's kind of like it's between Slim and Paul Wall for me, man. I really wasn't no Mike Jones fan. I ain't no knock to Mike Jones, you know what I'm saying? But it was like my first CD I ever bought, I had to do the research, was either Already Platinum by Slim Thug or The People's Champ by Paul Wall. Because I think they both came out around the same time. That was the first CD like I ever like. And you know, it's funny, when I bought the People's Champ, I was in such a rush to buy it. I just saw him, like, oh, that's it right there. And I got it, and I got the Screw version. So I didn't hear like the regular version for a long time. I only knew the Screw version. And man, it's like a whole nother experience, bro. But Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Chameleonaire, you know what I'm saying? For the ones that know, who is it that it's magnificent. I never did church. With that cutting, that boy, God bless, nigga, throw it up, nigga, pop trunk. Oh, I'm telling you. Like, if you from here, you done lived here for a minute, like, you know how it feel to be from Texas. But I'm gonna say this too, cause I gotta sum this up. Swishahouse from what I saw was Swishahouse. He actually, and I think he did an interview with Slim Thug on his podcast, and he said like the difference was that he would go in and he would add things to the beat. You know, Screw was just going off. He would either loop R&B track, you know what I'm saying, or he would find an instrumental, because back then they had the vinyl, so it wasn't shit to get, because the vinyls used to come as a 3-piece. You had the radio version, I think the street version, and then the instrumental, if I'm correct. But so that's a big difference people don't talk about either. But man, I mean, Slim Thug was a cold. He still is cold, man. Like I heard some of that what's that Slim Thug had some shit when he had like a flannel on with a top hat. It ain't no top hat, but you know what I'm saying? It's a pink background. And the nigga's still going off. Paul Wall always going off. You know what I'm saying? Paul Wall is fucking Texas culture, man, with them grills, bro. Like, nigga, I remember in school, bro, because I'm finna sum this up. But nigga, you know, in school, nigga, when we had cheeseburgers and it came in the foil, niggas would take the foil and make a grill out that bitch, nigga, and buff that hoe on up, nigga. And when we hit the playground, nigga, oh yeah, nigga, just big cheesing out that hoe. Like, to this day, my nigga, I still want a grill. Like, I'll pay anything for a grill. I'm not in the jury, but I'll pay anything for a grill. And that's because of you, Paul Wall, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, this Texas Talking About episode 4. I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with a part 2 on this, because we're going to go deeper on that. But you know what I'm saying? Panda Gang, you know what I'm talking about?
These hoes, what's up, yo?
Swishahouse.
Bitches ain't shit, so they get nothing but dick. I done came down and tricked a chick out a wig. Now the whole team